What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening to my motivational album, I Am. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for following me on Instagram, Divine Motivation _. You've been listening to my motivation videos every single day. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you're on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff, appreciate you. Now let's get to it. Okay. What are we getting into? I think it's important to note that we all have starting lines. Yeah, we do. And they don't look the same for everyone, right? Because like we've been talking about, purpose and walking into your calling and figuring out why you're here. What am I supposed to be doing? Like, what do I have a gift? Do I have a calling? Do I have a purpose? Like, why am I here? And I really want to talk about like your starting lines, your starting point, your starting point to the journey, like that. Like we all have a different road. We all have a different path. And when you're on this journey of purpose and calling, we're all on the same, I guess, road, you can say, but we're all on different streets, different highways, byways, and it's very important to stay in your lane, like on this huge road of life, because your journey is your journey. I know we've always heard like the cards you're dealt, and people saying I started from the bottom. Like there's some people that started here. You start like, cool, I get it, but stop worrying about where other people started. Stop worrying about what's going in. Stop worrying about what's going on in the lane next to you. Because though you may not see potholes over there, and it feels like you have all these potholes that you have to get over, all these hurdles that you got to jump over, all these things that's in front of you, it's building you for something. There's a purpose behind the pain that you've been going through. There's a purpose behind all the struggles that you've had. It's supposed to build you. You're supposed to get stronger. You have to go through it. The cards you were dealt, you may think you don't have a good hand. If you ever played Uno or Crazy 8 and you look at your hand, there's some people that you if you look around the table, they get their cards, they show it on their face. They happy about their cards. I'm about to kill it. And you see some people, they get their hand and they just looking at it like, and they don't say nothing. They just look up like, I'm ready to play. Because I'm here, I have no choice. I have these cards, so I guess I might as well use them. That shouldn't be the mindset. Don't look at your situation like, well, this is what I was dealt. I guess I gotta figure it out. No, look at it like, oh, this is my cards? All right, this is mine. This is my cards. I get to dictate what I put out. I've won so many games in Uno and Crazy Eights without any draw cards, without any cards that can, like, just regular basic cards. Why? Because I didn't look at it like, oh, I ain't got nothing. I looked at it like, Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be strategic about this. I can see it's clear that I don't have any advantages. It's clear when I look at these deck of cards that, yeah, it looks pretty basic. There's no flair, there's no draws, there's no spectacular, there's no opportunities, but you know what? I'm gonna take what I have and make opportunities. You gotta look at everything around you in your life. All the things that you've been through. Was it like this just happened for no reason? Or is there purpose behind it? Is there something I'm supposed to use in all of this chaos? Is there some things that I'm supposed to figure out? I think that's what the journey is for. For you to use all the things you've been through, all the pain that you've been through, all the struggle. And even if you're someone that didn't have all that struggle, there's some things that you learned along the way. There's some things that you learned from other people. Like we've all had some type of struggle. Like we've all had some obstacles we had to get over. Whether it was mental, whether it was physical, whether it's financial, whether it's just a friend, family. Because if you live long enough, you're going to go through something. Like point blank, period. It's literally impossible for you to live. I mean, really live years. Like to really live this life and not go through nothing. I don't think that's possible. And you have a story. You have a testimony. You have some things that you made it from. And it's not in vain. Don't look at where you come from. Don't look at your circumstances. Don't look at the hand you were dealt as if it was a bad hand. Look at it as, this is my hand. It may not be the best in compared to other people, but there's no reason for me to compare it to anybody else because it's my hand. I can only play my hand. So start shifting your perspective about where you're from, what you've been through, what you're going through, and be the change and shift and change the narrative and just play the card that you have. You can win with the cards you have. As long as you be consistent, as long as you focus, as long as you be disciplined, and you make sure you keep your character intact. And watch how you can win. Watch how you can win. That's this week's episode. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. Listening to the album. I am following the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ And let's keep this thing going. Keep grinding, keep pushing. Appreciate y'all. See you next week. Peace.